So a few minutes ago when I was in the shower, thought crossed my mind of how the best at anything find a way to do the tasks that are most conducive to producing success, no matter the circumstances that they find themselves in. Whether you're a professional athlete and dealing with chronic pain and injuries, they'll find a way to improve or to make incremental gains regardless of the injury itself. Now, it may not necessarily be the ideal situation that they find themselves in, and they might not be able to do and to perform to the level that they're used to, but nonetheless, they find a way to improve. If that means that they can't go spend time on the court or on the field, on the mats, then they're taking steps outside the court to improve other areas of their game. And I touch upon that because there's, like, with recording this video, I felt a little bit of resistance in terms of actually getting started with talking. And I feel like these videos are important, at least to me, to be able to show to myself that I can stick to something very consistently and be willing to share certain messages that I feel at least resonate with me. So I stood in front of the camera for a few minutes before actually going ahead and starting to talk, but doing it now. So there were a couple things that were on my mind that I felt I would like to share today. The first is how shifts in attitude can dramatically shift the perception of possibility for adventure in your day-to-day life. And I say that because with small shifts in perspective, with small changes in attitudes to, or let's say from a place where there's this kind of brewing sense of negativity, how if you can make an internal shift to the kind of thought process you bring to a situation, that there is so much potential for better outcomes for everyone in a situation, and that includes the self and that includes the other people in the situation that you find yourself in. And I say that because there's gonna be things for all of us where you don't necessarily want to do a thing, or you might say to yourself that you prefer spending your time doing something else, but it's like, obviously you're not going to be able to make those kind of decisions and do whatever you want whenever you want it, without attending to your responsibilities. And I feel like if you can become the kind of person who recognizes when they are in negative frames of mind, and can be the kind of person who can almost switch a flip and say, okay, I've caught myself thinking these negative thoughts or thinking in this unproductive manner. What small shift can I make to get more from myself in this situation, and hopefully in turn get more from other people in the situation? And it goes back to a quote that I believe it was Jordan Peterson who said it, that not only can you be a blessing onto yourself, but if you adopt responsibility, if you try to live the adventure of your life, you can be a blessing onto everyone around you. And what I take that to mean is that if you can be the kind of person who genuinely attempts to become the best they can possibly be across the different domains of their life, then as a consequence of you getting better, you almost hold the key to helping everyone around you get better. Because, like, let's say you become a better athlete, you don't necessarily know what kind of outcomes that's going to have for your teammates or for the people around you who look at you as a role model or for inspiration. And you see that with some of the best athletes in the world, just how many lives that they touch. And you never really know how far reaching that can be. So yeah, I thought I would just make this quick video just to share my thoughts on those few things. It's like, there is such profound opportunity for adventures in the small day-to-day tasks that a person does, if only they were to open themselves up to the possibility of viewing such events, such mundane or trivial events, if they were to make or attempt to make some small shifts in perspective. And I don't necessarily know what the limit to that is. I think I'm not sure what I think. So I think I'll leave it with that for now.